Chai, take it away. How did you feel?
It
about
is hot doodoo.
Oh my god.
I don't mean to be controversial, but
podcast? Hello, everyone, and welcome to the second episode of the Mindful Podcast. I am your host, Cody, back again with you once again with another great episode. And I'm joined by not just three. No, wait, I did that joke last week. I can't do that. I can't do that joke again. Ah, shucks. I got caught. Yeah, but I am joined by three amazing guests. And if you don't know what joke I'm talking about, then you should probably listen to episode 1. Thank you very much. You're the best.
around.
Word.
Thank you. I was waiting for someone to
Nothing's
finish
gonna
that.
bring it down. Oh,
Best music.
we the
Yeah.
best music.
DJ
DJ
Khaled.
Khaled. Another one.
Are we gonna do that?
Uh-oh. Oh
Okay.
no,
What?
DJ Khaled's gonna come for us then.
DJ Khaled, yeah. You know, DJ Khaled always listens to the Mindful Podcast. He listened to the first episode. Did you? You
Yeah.
probably should. Because
Sponsored
DJ
by
Khaled
DJ
did. But anyway, this is just a podcast where me and some friends come together. We just talk about whatever's on our mind, about the topic of their day, in a free open space, and then hopefully you as the listener and viewer get some form of entertainment and break from everyday life. In like last episode, I am joined by Dala Dala Sunga. I am joined by the amazing Tyler, and I'm joined by the mystical Mariah.
Yes, thank you.
Mystical.
I am mystical.
Mystical.
Fabulous.
You're mystical. Because I forget what I gave you last
No,
episode,
you
Mariah,
had
but then you were
really
like,
long name for me, and I don't
yeah, it was like a
remember.
very long title, and I remember I gave you one, and you were just like, no.
And
I was like, okay.
It wasn't a good title. I'll accept mystical. Mystical's great.
Mystical's great? Okay. All right. Cool. So anyway, in this episode, we're going to be talking about K-pop. For those of you who know me, y'all know it was only a matter of time, and I wasn't going to make you wait long to talk about this. So we're going to talk about K-pop. All of us here have at least some knowledge of K-pop and are fans of some groups. So I feel like it's pretty well-rounded cast we got here. No one's like totally clueless on anything, so yeah, should be a good episode. When do we get into K-pop? What's our favorite groups? Do we still like K-pop? Do we think it's trash now? I don't know. You'll have to stay and listen to find out. Transition song.
Sorry. Oh,
This is the transition song, transition song, transition song. This is the transition song. It's really good because it isn't that long.
And we're back.
No. Oh.
This episode has such great timing. I'm gonna leave all this in, by the way. I'm not
Sorry.
gonna edit this out.
Sorry. What's K-pop?
What? I have no idea.
I think that's my sign to go.
K-pop is a
Transition
new type
song,
of-
sung it out.
yeah.
No, because I
K-pop-
thought you guys were gonna redo that part. So I was like, I'll just do it for you.
Do you wanna do the transition? Do you wanna say it?
No.
Okay.
Just take me out.
Oh, okay. Next episode, we're gonna have you
You
do
heard
it.
her. Take her out.
Moving on,
Okay.
everybody.
Moving on. When did y'all get into K-pop? I know y'all were in that for a while. I feel like either Sarah or Tyler's been into it the longest, but I'm not sure.
Well, I personally was in Korea
Right?
Yeah.
in elementary school, so I don't know when I got in, honestly, but I just listened to a lot of Korean music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not limited to only K-pop though,
Yeah.
because I
Right,
was
for sure.
listening to like children's songs as well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
어른이고.
So I guess like naturally in elementary school.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But that was like the best era too, you know.
Yeah.
It was
Whatever
like
was
second gen, so
second gen.
Yeah.
Second
like
gen's
beginning
pretty
of second
strong.
gen. I think it was like beginning of SNSD and like Super Junior area.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When SM was like the kind
Mm-hmm.
for groups.
SM, YG, JYP.
YG, JYP, yeah.
Top 3.
Yeah.
And then there was like a lot of other like other agency like Q or
I mean,
Q? What's Q
right
one?
now, but like yeah, Q was like really good. Like when they started like with
Back then,
Beast, 4 Minute, 8
4 minute.
Pink.
true.
Yeah, that was
True.
like the better times. Now it's like
Mhm.
now even like playlists like
Mm.
after school like
After school, Sondambi and stuff.
yeah, but like right now they're not really popping off with like
Yeah.
No, yeah.
making
Mhm.
groups more like 17 was like their own kind of
Yeah.
Right.
they're under playlists, but like
Self-produced.
it's like self-producing, so that's a different case.
Yeah. When did you get into it, Ty?
Well, the first time I ever listened to a Korean artist was when I was younger in elementary, but I wasn't like, I didn't know
Oh.
they were a Korean artist because it was Boa, and Boa's really popular in Japan, and she did a
Mhm.
lot of songs for like anime openings or endings, and I would always watch Inuyasha, and she
Oh,
did a lot
yes.
of songs for Inuyasha. So I really like I listened to her songs all the time, but
Yeah.
I didn't know she was a Korean artist until like middle school, which is when I like actually started listening to SNSD, Kara, After School,
Yeah.
and all the second gen groups.
Mm.
Mhm. Mhm.
But yeah,
What about you, Mariah?
Me, I think I started getting into K-pop my first year of middle school. Me
So not
too.
long after.
Yeah, me too. Kind of like first I was really into Japanese anime, and so from there I found Korean dramas, and I found Leongi from FT Island, and
oh yeah.
that is where I started.
Dang. That's pretty interesting. You went like the rock route,
Yeah,
like
I
band route.
started with the bands, and then I found Shiny, and from there that's when I
Oh,
started getting
Yeah.
into the groups.
yeah. I am out of the loop in this one because I mean you already know I'm like third gen.
Mm,
Is it third gen?
Yeah, got you.
Yeah, third gen 2015, late 2015,
mm,
early
Mhm.
2016
high
is
school.
when I like yeah, high school. Like late in high school, so is when I started getting into it. But the first song, K-pop song I remember hearing was actually SNSD G.
Yes.
Oh
It's
yeah,
one of the first
it's the
Yeah.
songs
rite
like
of
everybody
passage.
hears. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I feel everybody's gotta
it's the rite of
hear it at least
passage.
once, right?
Yep.
Like if you're a seasoned
And you at
K-pop
least know at
person,
least part of the dance, especially the G
Well,
part.
at
yeah,
least
Yeah, the
like
G part. That's all
at
you
Yeah,
need
least
to
our
know.
age.
yeah. It's just one of those songs, you know, that you gotta know.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, so my cousin showed me that song. And I don't think he knew what it was either. He was like around my age. So when did G come out? Like 2000,
2008 or something like that.
2000 yeah,
Mm.
so like we were like pretty young back then. So then I don't think he knew what it was, but he showed it to me and literally I think he showed it to me just cuz he thought they were all cute or something like that. So,
Yeah,
you know, he's like, with that mindset, I was like, wow, they're all so pretty too, right? But I didn't really like pay attention to like the song itself. I had no idea what they were saying or talking about, obviously. So that's all I knew of
Mhm.
K-pop. But then one of my friends in high school she loves BTS. She still loves BTS as far as I know. But yeah, loves BTS, diehard fan. So then I was like, okay, well, you know, I guess I'll check it out. Why not? So I checked out Jura or Dope,
Yeah.
and that was my first BTS song, and the
Hmm.
song that I was like, damn, this is actually like really cool. And then from there I just checked out more things. More groups, more songs and all that. Yeah. So I'm pretty new. I did not grow up in like uh you know, Big Bang,
Big Bang.
Girls' Generation, A-Pink, 4 Minute, Super Junior, Shiny. Like at least not at their height, like when they were like the it groups. So
Hmm.
yeah, unfortunately I missed out on that, but it's alright. I love all
Yeah,
of them.
that's all
I
good.
appreciate all of them now.
Yeah.
Um, what's y'all's favorite group or groups? Because sometimes it's hard to choose.
A long time ago, it was Shiny. And then
hmm
I really liked BTS when they first came out.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
When they first came out. Right now, I still like BTS's music, but they're not my favorite anymore because they became very like poppy and
Americanized.
Americanized, poppy
Hmm.
Americanized. So I am kind of sad
Yeah.
because they did so much variety before, but they changed.
Mhm.
Mm,
Now
yeah.
I don't really have, I don't know, favorite group. Or I think I'm more into maybe like artists like Dean, indie artists
Oh
and
yeah.
stuff like that, more so than groups. Because I don't think I've listened to very many new groups that have come out, so I don't really have a favorite.
Yeah. Yo, when is Dean coming back,
I
Mariah?
have no
I'm like
idea.
waiting.
I have
Honestly.
He
no
came out with
idea.
that one EP that I bought, and it was so good.
Yep.
I always listen to
There's
that,
a lot of singles
and
now.
I'm just like, yeah. But even singles, like, I don't think he's had anything since
Maybe Instagram
was it
or
Howling
Howling. Yeah,
404?
yeah. With was it?
I think that was his last
Yeah.
one. Yo, that was Dean. Are you listening to the?
Oh god.
Would you like to come back, please? We love your music. But yeah, I mean, my favorite group is still BTS, the one that like fully got me into K-pop. I understand your wavelength, Mariah, where it's like, they have changed their sound and, some people hate it or some people love it, some people are indifferent. Um, I'm like cool with it, I get why they're
Yeah,
doing it
they're
and they
making
look like,
money.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah, they look like they're having fun
yeah.
performing it too. So, I mean, that's the main thing. So, I mean, like,
Yeah, they're still amazing artists.
I
It's
know,
just
yeah, I know some people like there's some people that totally drop BTS completely because they changed their sound. I think ever since like what was
Hmm.
it, DNA or something, they like dropped them. And then I'm like, okay, well, I mean that's up to you, but to me it's like if you like their old stuff, then you can always just go back and listen
yeah,
to their old
exactly.
stuff.
I have like all their
You don't
albums,
have
like
to
Yeah.
like
all their albums up till
yeah, you don't have to
probably up till
right,
like
you
I
don't
have
have
the
to
DNA
force
album
them.
too, but up till there I have all of them.
Yeah. You don't have to force them to go back to like School Love
Nah,
Affair, no stuff like that. You don't have to
I don't
force
think
them
they
to do
want to
that.
go
They'll
back
do it
to
if they
that
want
either. It's
to.
okay.
I mean, yeah, they kind of yeah, they like there was a video that M Countdown or someone produced where they looked back at their first No More
Yeah.
Dreams stage
They're
and
so
then
cute.
their reaction to their
Yeah.
RM with the afro
It's
and
so bad.
thick
Oh my god.
shades. Yo, they as soon as he popped on screen, Suga was like, I see why we were hated now."
Oh no.
Yeah. Ty's favorite group is
Shiny.
Oh,
Oh well, right now.
what?
Oh no, no. I was talking about like the first one.
Oh well, yeah. But I mean, right now it's
Why are you
Monster
saying
X,
that? Excuse
right?
me. I know Tyler.
Oh, okay.
yup. Yup.
Monster X, and he still loves
Uh,
Wonho.
Is it
yep.
Monster X or is it just one hole?
No, it's Monster X.
Monster X with one.
I yeah. Yeah, period. I got into the group when they were doing that the survival program.
Oh,
That's why I'm so attached to Twice too, because
Oh yeah,
you
when they
know
did 16.
these survival programs, they get you like
Yeah,
attached to the people
yeah,
or the idols.
yeah. Same
But
thing with
when I
yeah.
yeah, when I first started getting into K-pop, it was definitely after school. 21 was the big one for me, but they're disbanded now, so
yeah.
You never know. You
How
never
we
know.
know?
Maybe one day.
yeah.
If well, I mean, if Big Bang can come back, then
Hey, but they're
Yeah.
not gonna have barely any
Shoot.
of their members. It's gonna be too.
I know,
It's not
but
even Big
considering the fact
Bang.
that
I
considering
know.
the fact that, I mean, I thought none of them would ever come back
Yeah, I
at
know.
all. The fact that they're even doing anything is kind of surprising to me. So,
Yeah.
mhm. But yeah.
Mhm.
Sarah, do you have a favorite group? Oh, I know you've had,
Um,
but I don't know if do you have one now?
I don't think I had.
You never had? Oh, I
Isn't
thought
it Kara?
Well,
I
I
know we
like
both
them,
like
but
Kara.
it's not like I always said this, but like I never really had a bias group.
Hmm.
Like I listen to a lot of like K-pop, and I'm like kind of up to
Yeah.
date, I guess.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
Mhm.
but like I never had like a bias group.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
You kind of dabble around with a lot of different groups. Um, I know when Eyes One was a thing, you were heavy into
Yes,
Eyes
Every day,
One.
man. Every
Yeah.
day.
even
Day of my life.
girlfriend.
Every
Yeah.
day.
Mariah.
What do you
It was good,
mean?
but every day, Singa. Multiple times.
What do you mean? That's me with
I
every
know!
song.
When
I know!
yeah, when Sarah finds that song that she's just into, it is like, like those comments those comments on the music videos. They're like, "This is on
Yeah.
repeat every day. I only play this song." That's
That's
literally
Singa, but
Sarah.
with
Yeah.
like, she picks
That's
like 10.
actually
She'll
She picks like
she'll
10 songs
she'll
yeah.
and then has them
yeah.
on repeat
She'll play it over
every
and over
day.
again until
But
she's
the thing
sick of
is,
it.
you guys aren't with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weren't with her every day. So, and hear it every day.
That is true.
Every
I only
Okay.
yeah, I only heard it in the mornings when we would go to school together. And then like
Yeah.
no,
In
it's
the
just
car, whenever
yeah.
she would pick me up to go to school, it would be the same
Yeah.
songs.
Be
we kill it.
You vibing with me, bitch.
Yeah, I was because I do that shit too. Yeah. I play it till I'm sick of it. And I'm like, I can't listen to this song for a while now.
That's me.
Yeah.
That's all me.
But Ty, you also do it, I feel like, to learn the choreo too.
Oh
in a way,
yeah. Well, I get sick of the song because if I have to listen to it a lot when I'm learning the choreo,
right?
then
'Cause
when I
then
go
you
back to like, oh yeah,
yeah.
go on.
Oh, you gotta like slow it down to half speed sometimes for certain parts, and then you gotta
Oh
like
yeah, for
rewind
detail
it
work.
too. Yeah, so if like you really get into it, you're listening to that song like 50 times in one
Yeah,
sitting.
dang.
So, like
Yeah.
I think it's cool how like y'all had Gen 2, and then so like I mean you guys can speak more to this than I can, but I mean it's Gen 4 already, which is kind of crazy to think about.
Yeah.
That is true.
But I mean, obviously the sound has changed over time,
Yeah. I
but
Yeah.
listen
yeah.
to a lot of Gen 1 songs still.
And one songs are fun though.
Yeah.
What was it? Oh yeah, like the K-pop over time thing, the sound. I think it's just
Mm.
because of whatever the sound was in general for that time, whatever was popular. So, like Gen
Yeah.
2, if you go back, there's a lot of like EDM tech beats with like autotune and stuff. Not all of
Mm.
them, but like some of them. Like you go back and listen to like Super Junior songs and stuff. Like Sorry
Mhm.
Sorry, Mr. Simple, stuff like that.
Mm.
Big Bang's Fantastic
Yes.
Baby, you know. Yeah, there was like if you went like the pop route, then there was like a heavy emphasis on like tech is that the right term?
I
Techno
guess if you
sound?
think of Teen Top, then yeah, Teen
Electronic
Top was
sound?
definitely top techno.
Teen
Yeah.
Top, yeah.
It
Like that
also
little techno, yeah.
it also depended on the group concept because they were really heavy on concepts in
Mm,
second gen.
Yeah.
The genre would usually relate to the concept they're
Mhm.
going for.
that's
Mhm.
true.
I feel like second gen, well, maybe not second gen in gen, well, but like YG in second gen,
Hmm.
had some great heartbreak songs. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Like 2NE1
Oh man, Big
and
Big
then Big
Bang.
Bang's
Bang.
Haru
Haru Haru.
Haru and
I
Lies.
die.
That's like what took them. Yeah, that's like what took them off, right? You know?
Yup.
You die.
Yup.
Yeah, like yeah, Haru Haru. Haru Haru. I actually prefer the acoustic version
Really? Mm.
personally.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Me
just me
too.
though.
I do like it.
Yeah, that's just me because like the original one is really good, but like the acoustic one just I don't know, it's like even more emotional to me, and it makes me like more sad, and I'm like yes,
Yes.
Sadness, give me.
give it to me. Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
no.
it's just so good, you know. And then yeah, I feel like Gen 3. How would you guys describe
I didn't
Gen
listen to
3
Gen 3, I don't think.
sound?
Mm,
Gen 3 is like they follow more of like the trendy sound. So if like a thing is a certain genre or a sound is trending, like for instance, like when the retro sound
Oh.
was trending, literally every group was like popping off with the retro
Yeah.
song. And
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
usually like a
FC Island, I hope
yeah,
a part
like
of
they
that
follow a trend.
genre because that's sounds like that.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think yeah, remember that time when everyone was doing
Oh my
Latin
gosh.
concepts too?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Latin music was popping off. I remember like Mamamoo had one,
Super
and
Junior.
then like
Hmm.
I forget
Super Junior.
Super Junior
Yeah.
I
had
like that
theirs
song
too.
though.
They went with the Latina artist
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
I forget her name. I wish I remember her name, but she was really good. But yeah, that was popping off. Latin music was, but I mean the songs were good at least.
Yeah.
The songs were really good.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. And then Gen 4 now. Gen 4 is like I don't know how to describe it.
Um,
It's kind of like well, I think it's like trap there's like trap beats to their songs a lot more K-pop songs. Like
Yeah.
the electronic drum sound with like trap beats,
Mm,
like a trap pop song. And there's a lot more like for girl groups, there's a lot of girl crush concepts coming out nowadays.
Hmm.
And I feel like before times, more so in Gen 2 maybe, but even Gen 3, there was more like girlier concepts, a little more
Oh,
brighter
definitely.
concepts.
Yeah,
definitely.
definitely in Gen 2. I
Yeah.
think it started to change in Gen 3, but Gen 2 is definitely like A Pink was like Mr. Chu and
Oh my
My
god,
My,
when
like
they're
all this
first,
super cutesy.
yeah.
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 And then even Kara and SB, they
Yeah.
had a lot of girly songs too.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
then I guess starting from like 2014, I would say,
Mhm.
there was more
like for my
girl
girls
crush.
and stuff like that. I don't know
Yeah.
if they were.
No, like um that's like a different girl
Like the
crush, I guess.
second gen groups even started to like more
Yeah.
More
transform
proper.
into the more mature like concepts. Not necessarily
Yeah,
girl
it was.
crush, but
I think it was either like not girlier concepts to like mature concepts or like more powerful choreography.
Yeah.
Choreography. We
Let me
got
do
you.
that again.
Choreography. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
choreography.
got you.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. But now it's like I feel like girl groups, they skip that girly trend and they go straight
Yeah,
into,
there's a
girl
lot of
crush hardcore
yeah,
concept in your face type of like in Gen 2, I feel like the opposite was like the mainstay, like the cutesy more girlier concepts. At least when you first
That's
started
why I
out,
didn't
right?
listen to girl groups.
But now it's like
Me personally.
yeah. Now the norm is like more
Yeah.
hip hop, house music, trap type of stuff.
Yeah, especially right now because of the big boom of dance, because of the
Oh yeah,
the street woman fighter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
yeah,
popping off right now. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And I'm with you, Mariah. Like the girlier cutesy concepts, like I can
Yeah,
appreciate
same,
them now and I
same.
can get down with some of them now, but like when I was
It
yeah,
younger,
wasn't.
that just
Yeah,
wasn't
it
like
wasn't
my
my
taste
thing.
at the time.
I was like, eh. That's why I like 21. I
Yeah.
think because they didn't really do like cutesy
yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
From the beginning, they never did like a
Yeah.
cutesy concept.
Yeah, and I feel like you could take that as like a um what do you call
Uh,
those things? Trailblazer type of thing? Because at the
Mm,
time 21 I think was looked at like,
yeah.
well, they're different. Because they just went straight for the
Yeah.
in your
That's why they were
face
so
stuff. And they
popular.
did a lot of like sad concepts too. And it
hmm
was like, yeah, it was very different from everything else you were hearing. So
Yeah.
yeah. And then
Also, oh
YG
sorry.
had God to call them ugly, and I was like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, he's been doing
He
that
does
since
that.
they debuted though. That's
Yeah.
why when
Yeah.
he released Blackpink, he said he was making 21 but
He's a
prettier,
douche nugget. That's why
Mhm.
and
he's
that's really messed up.
Dunzos.
Yep, he's done
Totally.
those.
Yeah.
He's audios.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry, Ty, what were you gonna say?
Oh, I was gonna say also, I feel like sorry, also I feel like after school was also really like a trailblazer for dance or like changing up the
Mm.
concept wildly because they did so
Mhm.
many different things like performance wise they were like a performance group in my opinion
Mhm.
because they did drums, they did
Mhm.
pole dance, they did tap dance, they did all that, and I don't think they necessarily ever did like a cutesy concept from the beginning
They
either.
did for the what's it called? The unit.
Oh yeah, that's a unit though.
I
But
mean,
yeah, you're right.
yeah, the orange camera and like the smaller the blue.
The blue, yeah, red was the more
I honestly liked it, both of them. I
you.
actually like blue and red.
I love red.
It was so
That song
good.
is so good.
Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty good if you can that's pretty good. That's pretty good if you can
Yeah.
change up your
Ooh,
concepts. I'm listening. You see what happens? You listen to too many Aussie K-pop clips where they meme them, and now I'm stuck
yeah.
talking like this sometimes. But anyway, yeah. Do you think K-pop as a whole, like the industry itself, let's go with that. Do you think it's better now or was it better before?
If we were talking about mental
Mm,
states of the artist, I think now is better. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
definitely. Because there's more
Yep.
like awareness now. And back
Mhm.
then that just didn't exist. And if you complained or if like you talked about your mental health, then people would just think you're complaining and they'll be like, suck it up. And then but now good companies
Yeah,
will
and
actually take
actually
care of
won't
you.
make you starve yourself. Yeah, yeah. So I think now with
Yeah,
that, it's
it
way
was rough.
better. Now it could be better still, but it's getting better. So
For
Yeah,
sure.
definitely.
Yeah.
mhm.
It's
I think
evolving.
yeah, the biggest sign that it was changing for the better to me was uh when well yeah, when Mina from Twice had
Oh,
her
yeah.
anxiety disorder. She was diagnosed with anxiety. And then rather than, I feel like in olden times, they would have still made her go on stage. They would have still made her do all the promotions. And then, like Ty said, just like suck it up. But they actually allowed her to take time off
Yeah.
to like get the help she needed. And like to where, she wasn't participating in comeback shows and tours and all that. And they did the same thing with Junghyun, because she just came back, right? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of her mental health issues. So I like that they allow them to, just take the time that they need. And I feel like there's a lot, you see that a lot more. Like ATs, one of their members, Mingi. I don't know if it was mental health or just physical health, but even that, like
Yeah.
physical health too, like to give them time off for their physical health too, that's really good and something that probably wasn't done enough of. Like, I know there's stories of like artists collapsing on stage because of exhaustion or
Mhm.
backstage or something like that at concerts, or I don't know, but
hmm
yeah, hopefully that doesn't
Yeah.
happen again. And it seems like they're taking the steps to do that, so that's good. Um, yeah, but K-pop. I mean, we talked about this. We talked about
Uh-huh.
this earlier, Mariah, about BTS,
Yeah.
how they changed their sound. And obviously, like K-pop is
Yeah.
mainstream now,
Yeah.
pretty much,
Yeah.
I would say, right? Which I don't know. How do you guys feel about that? Is it odd to you? Because I feel like before time,
You're a
it
nerd
was kind
if
of
you
like,
listen to K-pop.
yeah, excluded thing. It was like in the earlier
Mhm.
days of anime and manga, where like if you said that, then people would be like, "Oh,
Yeah.
what a geek or nerd." But now it's like more
I feel
widely
like it's more so in
appreciated and
Hawaii
accepted.
than in the mainland because people in Hawaii, they're just like, oh yeah, you like K-pop, cool.
Mm,
But in like the mainland still, people are like, oh, you like K-pop, oh,
mm,
BTS. That's all they know still, like, so in like
mm
Hawaii,
hmm
I think it was
true.
way easier, the transition, but compared to the mainland I'm talking about, because in the mainland, people are still kind of like,
Yeah,
I know what the K-pop is, the K-pop, and then like, I know what the K-pop is, but
yeah.
like,
But
I'll like,
Yeah.
BTS, my kid likes BTS, Red
yeah,
Velvet maybe,
Mm.
but
if there's another artist, it's
yeah.
Like,
probably Blackpink.
when you said that though, like, I have mixed feelings for that part. Because, like, I met so much crazy BTS fans out
BTS was
there
the one,
that
but
I
in
don't.
Mm,
and like Hawaii, people like more things, I feel.
Yeah.
No, no,
It,
mm,
yeah, but like when I hear that, it's
Yeah.
yeah.
cool. But
Oh
are you
yeah.
really into
I feel
K-pop?
that too.
Then?
People are insane.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
Yeah.
no offense, people,
Yeah.
it
but you're
definitely
insane.
it comes with the territory. Uh, I think it's because the army fandom is a lot bigger or like really big. So like if it's a larger group of people, the sample size of crazies
That's
is
true.
gonna be a lot bigger.
Yeah, people are
Yeah,
nuts.
that's true. With with more good people comes more crazy and bad people, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think yeah, it's either
Yeah,
BTS or
yeah.
Blackpink, if anything. Mm,
Yeah.
These are
It's
the two
usually
groups
those
people would
two.
know because those are the ones that are always on like the radio and on these talk
BTS is the
shows
new
and late
Yeah.
wave,
night
so
shows and all that. Yeah. And then like see that's the thing too, like newer K-pop fans wouldn't really know, but it's like BTS is the biggest right now in the Western or just in the world probably, but like especially the Western market. But
Mm.
they're not the first ones
yeah.
in the Western market. So I mean, like, I mean, you guys know this because you grew up with older generations. I mean,
Yeah.
21 Big Bang was here already, doing stuff.
Hmm.
And
Wonder Girls.
Wonder Girls was
Oh my
here. They
god.
were Wonder
Yeah.
Girls were releasing English tracks too before BTS was.
And they had a Nickelodeon special.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
I
Oh
don't know
my
if
I
God.
did not
anyone
know
watched
that.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. And then
JYP was in it.
before all of that, then there was Boa.
Yeah,
Boa was
Boa.
like,
Yeah.
Yo, she was in a movie with Derek Huff. You guys ever see that?
Yep.
I
Yep.
was so
oh, I did not.
surprised.
The dance movie, right?
Yep.
Oh, I did not know that actually.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
watched it
See, I didn't
because,
even know that.
Boa.
Yeah.
Boa. Yeah, just
Boa.
Boa. Yo, and shout out to Boa doing, got the beat. She's still going
I
after all
love
these
Boa.
years. She's
Me
still going, and she
too.
still look good. Like when she came on, I don't know if you guys saw the Got the Beat music video for
Yep.
SM, but like when she came on, I didn't know that was her.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't recognize her at first. Cause I was like, that sounds like Boa, but that can't be her, right? But it was.
Well,
Yeah.
And I was like, it's like, wow, look at you, man. So that was awesome. Um, but yeah. So and I'm not trying to discredit my fave group, BTS. Like trying to say like other people did it first, but it's like, it's just, other
There
people
are
did it
more. There
first.
are more
I'm just
people.
acknowledging,
Yeah.
there are more people, there are more groups. And yeah, there is that distinction where you could say I'm a BTS fan rather than
I'm a K-pop fan.
K-pop fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
mhm.
Or you just like, I know BTS and Blackpink. And that's it.
Okay.
So,
Mm.
yeah. But yeah, it's alright. It's alright. But I do notice that because of that, a lot of K-pop artists are getting into the Western market, doing more English stuff.
Yeah.
As you know, Monsta X had their full English album, which y'all
They
should
had
listen
two.
to because it's bop.
Mhm.
This
Oh
is
yeah,
their
they had
second
two.
one.
That's right, they had two. Y'all should listen to both of them because it's really good.
Yep.
But
That's really
yeah,
good.
yeah, Monsta X, NCT has performed a few times over here in the States.
Mhm.
Quite a few people coming over now. Twice is on their
Super
US tour.
M.
Super
Jumping.
M, Jopping. Cause when we jumping and popping, we're How do y'all feel about that when that song came out? When you heard that line?
I don't know how I felt.
I recoiled back into my body and I died. The song's good, but I had to
Mhm.
get used to the because when
Jumping and
we
popping.
jump in and pop in, we chop in.
Yeah. Like, I think I like accepted it. I knew it was whack. Sorry, no offense. Like I knew it was whack when I first heard it. I was like, because the thing was the teaser images and like the highlight reels for all the members was so badass, right? And they made them look so cool. And I'm like, you gave them Jopping as the title. What? You know? And like, I was like, okay, it is what it is. K-pop has some silly lyrics, silly titles sometimes, which we'll get to later on in this episode.
Mm.
But
Oh no.
yeah, Ty knows what's up. But yeah, so I was like, okay, it is what it is. What made me do what Ty did and like recoil in myself because of cringe was when they went on Ellen show and they tried to teach her
Oh no.
how to jop. And I was just like, oh no,
Got the
Oh
job.
no.
this isn't gonna go well. And like for one thing, okay, I have it's been a while since I watched it, but I believe it was Taemin and Kai that taught her how.
The older
And
one, the older members.
yeah, no offense to them, but I'm just like, Mark's right there. I feel
Oh,
like
the
he
ones
can
who can actually
explain this.
speak English, right? Yeah.
Yeah, like not offense to them, but I
Yeah.
know like Mark is the most or one of the most fluent in English besides like maybe 10. But yeah, so then she's like, teach me how to jump, and then Kyle was like, it's jumping and popping.
I think
And then
they chose the
him and
lead
Taemin stood up.
dancers. I think they chose just the dancers.
Yeah.
But...
So they were like, yeah, so and then so you pop and then you jump. Jumping. And I was like, oh my
Smack to the
Oh
forehead.
no.
Smack to the
Yeah.
forehead meme 20,000
It was like that
times.
thing they were like,
Yeah.
yeah, it was like
That
jumping, and then they just like had their arms out and were so happy, like the old school play where you just like ta-da,
Yeah.
and I was just like, oh no, oh
That
no.
definitely would have worked 10 years ago. Yeah. Would've.
Do you think so?
Yeah. People would have laughed and everything. In
Maybe.
Korean, like if you went into a Korean show and you did that, I think they would have laughed.
Yeah.
Over here, we're just like.
But nowadays it's like now we're just like But yeah, I still love Super M as a group for what they were. So yeah. But yeah, not
Yeah.
a lot of groups coming to the Western market. I feel like, I mean, we all know this because it's never gonna be a thing where it's not. But like, there's always gonna be those underappreciated groups because the thing about K-pop, well, I guess it's just artists in general with music because there's so many new artists that come out every year, every month even. So it's really hard to keep up. Like if I didn't have Ty with me, I would not know what new groups are happening and what's going on, like at
Yeah, I don't
all.
know
I'm
anything.
your update.
Yeah, for real though. Ty is my news app without having to open a news app.
Yeah,
'Cause,
he's
like,
my news app too.
right? Like I'll hop in a call and then Ty would be like, "Did you see the teaser trailer for so and so?" And I'm just like,
Who?
"What? Yeah, who?" And he's like, "Oh my god, it's so good. You gotta watch it." And then he'll link it to me, and I'm like, "Oh, thank you. You know, I'm up to date." If I not, I would
I
not
got
even.
I
You know,
got the
and
411.
Hypin who Luna what Luna Ever oh well no Everglow wasn't Ty, it was someone else actually. It was
Yeah,
Angela.
that was actually Angela. Yeah.
Yeah, but Cherry Bullet,
Yeah, Cherry Bullet.
Stacy,
Weekly.
Yeah,
Weekly.
Stacy Weekly.
Hey,
Stacy,
Stacey need to give me
though.
credit for me too.
Yeah.
True.
I mean, when Stacy came out, me and Sarah hadn't like talked in a while, but we were both into the song at the same time, and then we hopped into the call, and then I heard her singing so bad, and I was like, "Yup, yup, period."
Yep.
It's the fact that like you don't really hear me often saying like new groups because
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not really up to date these days.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I was in like the second, third gen, but
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm
It's just so hard.
busy.
It's so hard to keep up. I feel like, especially nowadays when we're a little more busy.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
I'm like more into it these days too because of like I'm in Korea, so
Yeah, so you probably
True.
hear it just randomly when you're in a cafe or something.
yeah. And I watched the
True.
music shows.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, the music bank and stuff. Yep. Yep. So yeah, all you listeners, go listen to Stacy, listen
Run
to
to you.
Weekly. Yeah,
Listen
Stacy,
to
you run to
Billy.
you. Billy, another great
Ginga
one.
Mingayo. That's such a good song.
Yep. Weekly as well. What are some other groups that y'all feel deserve a little more recognition? And it can be past groups that you felt were like,
A Pink.
underappreciated too.
A Pink?
A Pink
Really?
comeback needs some attention. Well, now they need some attention because all the
Oh.
attention is towards the newer groups. You know?
Definitely. Yeah.
And they
Mm,
said a comeback
I
that
would say. Oh, what's that group? Oh, see, oh my god.
And that's why they're
Ah!
underappreciated.
Ah!
La Boom.
Hola Boom. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I really did like Speaka.
Yeah, but they're disbanded now.
Yeah, but I'm like just talking about like some disbanded groups too.
Yeah.
Oh
There was
yeah.
that. There
Well,
was
if we're talking
Five
about that
Dolls.
long.
Ladies
There's a
Code.
long list, yeah.
There is a long list. There was
Yeah.
like, there was also like Bestie that I really liked.
Yeah, I love Bestie too. Bestie. Here, I have a list of groups. I could list some out.
Yeah. I mean, I still feel
Everyone get ready.
yeah, all you listeners get ready. I feel like Monster X could be a little more appreciated personally.
Yeah.
I also feel like to get a group that was super popular at one point, but then like kind of dropped off. Pentagon.
Yeah.
Y'all remember Shine that just took over the world?
Yeah, that was a good one.
Pentagon, Shine, and then that was it. And I feel like they kind of had a big drop off after that, but they still made really good music. too.
Hmm.
And I know like part of why people probably stopped listening to him was because Dawn left the group,
Yeah.
and
Mm.
you know, so
Yeah.
everyone was like, Cube, I ain't doing this. And then they just dropped all the Cube groups, and I'm just like, well, the artists are still there and they're still trying to, make a living.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
It's always at like the peak of their popularity that something happens and then it goes downhill. Because the same happened to Monsta X with when all the one host stuff was going on. Then like
yeah.
they were like really popular and they were winning a lot with like their comebacks, and then the one whole thing happened, and then it kind of just like died down a little.
Yeah. What was it at the time? It was like Shootout and Alligator, right? I think.
Yeah.
Mm.
Was it called?
Even like that with April.
Mm,
Yeah.
I did like their songs though.
Yeah.
was catchy.
Sadly, I like their songs too,
None.
yeah.
but
Ayo.
I've been
Yeah.
listening like lately.
Yeah.
yeah, they did it. They done did it.
Ayo.
Oh,
Shout
but
out to the co-ed group Card as
Oh,
well. Y'all should
oh my
listen to
god,
Card.
speaking of co-ed, I like co-ed.
Co-ed school.
Co-ed.
Yeah. Co-ed school was good. And Speed, the boy group, and
Oh,
Madtown,
yeah.
the boy group, and
Yo, everyone listening, tell us if you know what groups we're talking about. Cause then
the solo artists Anda.
yeah. I mean, in all
I think
honesty, to go with Mariah, KR&B is pretty underrated as a whole.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Some KR&B solo artists like
Mhm.
Dean.
Dean Rehab.
I mean,
um,
Dean,
Dean,
Hayes.
what's his name?
Love
Can't think of
Haze.
his name.
I love his.
Um, some other artists. There's like Zico. I
Oh,
mean Zico. I mean, people know him from Block B, but he has good solo stuff that I feel
He's
like doesn't really
definitely
get
making bank
recognized.
yeah.
though.
He's
That's true.
He been producing songs for a lot of idols too. That's why.
yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. Hoodie.
Hoodie.
Y'all could
Yeah.
use some more Hoodie.
Ovi. Off on off.
PH1.
PH1. Off on off. Off on off has been so
He doesn't
long
really
since
know
he did
R&B
stuff, but
group.
man, yeah, but his stuff is like proper coffee
Yeah.
shop music.
SL Child is another
I mean?
one.
Mm,
Sober. There's a lot of stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Crush. Crush isn't really underrated, but I just love Crush.
I love Crush.
Yes.
I got a crush on Crush.
Well,
Lord.
I think he's still taken with
Oh
Joy.
my god,
so-
I remember. Okay, I looked at the list. There's this group called Kiss and Cry. Criminally
Yes.
underrated. They were so
Yes.
talented. They had one
Oh my
song.
god. I know.
my
Even
God.
VR.
Yeah. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry.
Oh my god. You got me, Tyler.
Damn. We need justice.
So there you have it, y'all. You have a whole playlist of new artists that we just gave you. Go ahead. If you're bored of whatever Spotify's giving you now, or whatever your playlist is, you want to add some new stuff, hey, go check out some of the people we mentioned. You
I
might
don't
find
think
something you like.
Spotify has some people.
Yeah, they might have been removed a while
Well,
ago.
hop on
Let's see.
Pandora or YouTube or
Oh, YouTube will definitely have it
yeah,
still.
literally any streaming website, and you'll probably find it somewhere.
Yeah. Let's go.
All right. And now, I think we're good. So let's hop into a couple questions from the listeners. Y'all know it's coming. Sarah, do you want to say it? Sarah's not here. All right. Anyone else want to do the honors?
No, go ahead, Cody.
Sure.
You got it. Okay, Tyler got it.
Oh. No, I don't got it. I don't.
You
Cody,
can do it same
Cody got
time.
it.
Y'all can do it at the same time. I have it at the same time as me. Transition song.
This is the transition song, transition song, transition song. This is the transition song. It's really good 'cause it isn't that long.
Woo.
All right, here we are. We're back. So somebody asked. I mean, well, we kind of answered this. Someone asked which generation is your fave, but
Second.
yeah, I feel like the gen that's our fave is the one we grew up in. No,
Yeah.
so
The
your guys,
nostalgia of
yeah,
second, but I'm not discounting I really like a lot of groups now from like fourth
Gen
gen and
4.
third gen, but second gen, just for the nostalgia factor, you always like,
Mm-hmm.
it like brings you back to that time.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy that Gen 3 is gonna be that for me pretty soon as
Yeah.
time goes on
hmm
and so
That
forth.
means
But
you're
yeah,
getting old.
I know.
Yeah.
But yeah, Gen 3 is Gen 3, yeah, is my fave, of course, just because that's where I started, like you guys in
hmm
Gen 2. But like I still love Gen 2 and like I will still listen to them groups and certain songs like religiously.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
because yeah, I mean it's just good music, you know?
Mhm.
And but like yeah, that doesn't mean, we still appreciate Gen 1, Gen 4 currently. Gen 4's got some good stuff going on. So yeah, but
Yeah.
Gen 3 at heart, all of them, BTS, Twice, GOT7, Red Velvet, all them groups. CLC, which is
Yeah.
yeah, sad about that. But anyway, um, so this question, and um, we're gonna try to stay as Ty will try to stay as calm as possible when answering this question.
We will give it to Tyler
Um,
for the time.
yeah, Ty, you can start us off. What is your thoughts on NMIX's debut? For those who don't know, NMIX is a brand new JYP girl group that just debuted. Um, they came out with two songs, Tank and O.O 0.0 or 0.0, however you want to title it. I believe it's O.O 0.0 though.
Yeah.
You can go ahead and listen to it at your own risk. But yeah, it's interesting to say the least. So Ty, take it away. How did you feel
It
about
is
NMIX?
hot doo doo.
Oh my god.
I don't mean to be controversial, but the songs are not the best, and the girls are so talented, and they deserve so much more. And I can't believe JYP did this. The songs are so okay. O.O, the title track is so. It's like with the lyrics, they're like focusing on onomatopoeia and stuff. It's like it's just not it. It feels a little bit like really cheesy, especially when in the intro it's like look at my eyes, you're gonna be shook shook shook, and then I die inside. So I I just wow, you watch their pre-debut stuff, like all of their videos where they're doing covers and
Uh-huh.
Oh,
they're
the
so
cover.
vocally talented. And it's
Mm-hmm.
crazy. It's crazy how they decided that they were gonna release this song for them.
Yo, the cover. Did you hear that? Hear the Survivor one from Destiny Child
Yeah,
Survivor. That one was
yeah,
really good.
honestly, that's why I'm so upset. Like they deserve they're so talented and they really just passed this as their debut song. Like I get they're supposed to be an experimental group, but they didn't even do the experimental part right. It's
Yeah.
infuriating. They're
If
wasting their talent.
if I had to describe O.O song, it's like for those who have listened to aespa's Next Level. Um I know that song was like controversial, not everyone liked it. Me and Ty personally love it. But
Yeah.
y'all know that beat drop and then it switches up in the bridge. It's like NMIX saw that, or rather JYP saw that, and was like, "Ooh, let's do that, but let's make the drop even more drastic. Let's totally switch the genre, and let's do it like 3 times in the same song,
Yeah,
and make it not coherent,
yeah.
essentially."
It went
Bec-
from
yeah.
da 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 and mix. Da, 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 da. I was like, is
Yeah,
this? Are you serious?
and then at the end, it switched again.
Yeah,
Yeah, it went from like the girl crush, this like EDM type of exciting beat, and then it switched to like bubblegum pop rock, and with like a pink color palette and dresses and everything. And then it switched back to hip hop, street dancing with like trap music.
yeah,
And this is all one song, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, it's
yeah.
It is
I
kind of
yeah,
a lot.
it's so much to handle that your brain cells cannot compute. I invite all the listeners to go and listen to that song actually, because I want to know what you all think. And if you feel as strongly as Ty does, we invite you. Join us in the conversation. Please. We
You know,
welcome you.
the song would actually be really good if it were 2 songs and they changed some of the lyrics. Then it would be a smash. Like
I agree. I
the
agree.
verses in O.O where they're like that that part pops off, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But the rest of
I
it,
yeah. I personally like the middle portion with the pop rock part when it was a little more
yeah,
cutesy and poppy. That part was actually really catchy and I thought was really
yeah,
good.
yeah, for
And I was like,
sure.
this could totally have been the title track. I mean, I wasn't a big fan of the first part of the song, like the intro and everything. That
Yeah,
part, that part got me shook, shook,
the
shook for
intro
real though.
was the intro was definitely
It got me shook, shook, shook.
interesting.
So I guess
Yeah,
it did its job. But yeah,
I'm
that
definitely
third
sure.
part of the song, I could definitely see as a separate song too. So, you know, I just think like, if they took out something like zip zap, come on, pop pop to the knock knock, and I'm just like, okay, what are we?
Zip zap zoom. Yep.
Yeah, I'm like, what are we doing? What's happening?
What is the song about again?
Also, I know that there's controversy about the title track too, of how like it copies ATEEZ and Luna and aespa. aespa's I think is kind
Mm,
of a reach, but I think it's
mm.
like more so the title track and like this the
Yeah.
concept for them and their story
Hmm.
for it. Like their teaser trailer for the group. Oh, it was in Hypen. That's what someone said. That's what people were saying. It was like almost directly um related to Enhypen, or like looked very similar to it, to where people were
Yeah.
like kind of thing,
Yeah. It's
So
like NMix. The concept for NMix was supposed to be that they're a mix of all genres, but JYP's making it so it's like NMix is a mix of a lot of different groups.
groups, established groups. That's what a concept. So essentially, we're the second half. We're like the bottom half is what that says to me. We're taking
Yeah,
scraps from other people's stuff. We're taking the leftovers and we're making our own
they
sound out
deserve.
of it.
Yeah, they deserve so much better. They're so
Oh.
talented. Their voices are amazing. They're great dancers. Their charisma is amazing.
Hmm. Yeah. Well, here's hoping, that it gets better. I mean, if
Yeah,
anyone out there loves Tank and loves O.O, good for you. I mean, more
yeah.
power to you.
I'm happy for you. I'm glad you can find enjoyment from these songs. I wish I could. I wish so badly.
That's Ty's sitting at home with his headphones on, and he was like, his ears are bleeding, but he's like, "You will enjoy it. I will enjoy it. You have
Yep,
to.
I was
You have
trying to listen
to."
to it over and
Yeah.
over again. Just one day I'll like it. One
That
day.
day isn't today.
Yeah.
But you know that did remind me, and mix, or it made me think, like, rather, was there any debut that y'all felt like, ooh, this ain't it?
You know,
Was there any
it ha-
group or
there
artist that you felt?
there hasn't
Mm.
been one of those in like a long time. I think the last thing I can remember is like a Girls' Day with the
I was gonna
tilting your
say.
head. That was like the worst. That was a flop. That was the worst. And that was like I don't think I've ever had a feeling like Edmix except for this one. That was the
Yo,
last one.
you read my mind.
Yeah.
But honestly, later on, when like at first, I was like, "What the heck is this song?" But like later on, I just like listen to it just for the fun of it sometimes. But like at
Yeah.
first, it was not no go. It was a.
Yeah.
It was not it.
Yeah.
Alrighty, well, anyway, I think that concludes this episode. Thank you all again for coming on today. Thank you all,
Yeah.
everyone, for listening and enjoying this podcast. Please look forward to more episodes in the future. And yeah, we will see you later. Ending song. There's still no ending song.
I oh my god.
Were you waiting for it?
Yes, I actually was, and I got juked.
You need a soundboard.
A juke soundboard.
Yeah, like you
Like,
know, they have soundboards on podcasts to like do transitions and
yeah,
ending songs and stuff.
yeah.
Intro
Give us
songs.
give us an ending song right now, Ty.
Uh